Hello, back so soon. Very happy to be here. And I just love that for myself. Like I told you on the last video, I am in my YouTube bag. So y'all should be expecting me on a weekly basis. Um, Getting into this video, I don't know. It's not really about, I guess it is about like a certain topic, but I just want to share I just want to share an experience, a personal experience of mine, and talk about trauma, talk about life, talk about the cycle of life, death, um, all of those interesting topics. And I'm going to be talking to you guys while cutting up and eating this orange. So, let's just hop into the video. So, let me put this right here. So I actually might turn this into a series. Orange for me, orange for you. This is y'all's orange, by the way. So yeah, like I said, I might turn this into a series. Orange for me, orange for you. And when I do make those kind of videos, I think it'll just be about like random topics that are interesting to me or that I feel like I want to get off my chest or bring awareness to, that kind of thing. I don't know. But it's a really cool idea to me. I thought it was cute. So we'll see if that becomes a thing. But it's definitely a thing in today's video. The conversation that I bring to you guys today was sparked by a conversation with my one of my siblings. And she was vulnerable enough to share some of her hurt with me. And it just resulted in me thinking about trauma and life and death. In this video specifically, I want to talk about how trauma and certain scenarios in our life shape our character. These traumatic experiences that we all have in life shape our character and pushes us to grow as humans, and it also sends a message to our highest selves. Bro, see, I'm scared to be messy. I shouldn't have done this on that pillow. Anyways, I also got me some tea. Y'all stay hydrated. I believe that the different trauma that we go through as humans, we're meant to heal from those situations. And if we're not doing that healing, then it just simply blocks our evolution. And not just one person's journey, one person's path in life. Like, as a collective, it stops our evolution. During the human experience, we're meant to love, but we're also meant to hurt. And then we die, and then we're reborn. It's gonna get a little messy. I'm at a point in my life where I understand that you really shouldn't have a preference on good or bad. And to remember just to appreciate what you have. And just to appreciate the journey, the human journey that you are going through. Like I said, we're meant to love, but we're also meant to experience pain. When you have no preference for it, it allows you to kind of walk through life with more of like a lighthearted outlook. And it allows you to appreciate all the things that you have, because within our own unique experiences, whether it's the trauma or the good times, it's either a blessing involved with that or it's a lesson. And both of those things are beautiful. I was recently enlightened to this concept a few months ago. After going through a toxic relationship, I was enlightened to this concept because I guess I can say that it was one of like the hardest experiences that I've had to deal with. But as much pain that I went through, I also took a lot of lessons out of it. And I strongly believe that it was one of my karmic relationships, so which is why it was so impactful, why it was so significant for me. But most of the time throughout, it was very, like I said, toxic and chaotic, and it showed me what love isn't. So during this relationship, feeling like I am having pieces taken from me and feeling like I don't want to continue the fortunate life that I have, I decided to continue. And I'm very grateful. That I did not allow it to shape me, who I am. I grew from it and I changed my ways. I came out of this relationship a lot more wise and honestly a lot more full of love. Now, the only reason that I came out of this end and I am who I am today was because I chose this path. We have two choices when it comes to how we respond and how we deal with situations in our life, whether they're good situations, they're blessings, or whether they're the traumatic and negative situations that we experience. Like I said, there's two choices, there's two paths that each individual has to decide which one they're going to take. The path that I took post relationship, post toxic relationship, post breakup was to heal and to reflect. I reflected on all of the things that went wrong. I reflected on who I was as a person and where I was faulted at. And I started pouring love into myself. I did this by focusing on my own goals, as far as like my social media goals, my goals in life, my learning, and the business that I wish to pursue. All of these things, I focused on those goals. I focused on my physicality. I exercised, I moved my body. And a lot of us really are not conscious to the fact that like energy is stored in our bodies. Our traumatic energy gets stored within our bodies. So like you hear doctors all the time, or like you just hear people suggesting like, oh, if you're going through some shit, hit the gym. When you go to the doctors for like anything, like one of the first things that they tell you is to have a better diet and to exercise. So that alone, just exercising, moving my body on a frequent basis, allowed me to release some of that traumatic energy. I continue to pour love into self by doing a lot of self-care. And it's really just like the little things, pampering myself and allowing my body to relax when I can, when I remember to, and romanticizing life, going out and doing things that make me happy, and simply because it makes me happy, it interests me, whatever the case may be. So this is the path that I chose, and the path opposite to that is, okay, you had this experience that was negative and that hurt you. So now you have all of this pain that is within you. Because of this pain, it resulted in self-sabotage and putting up self-defense mechanisms to the people that you meet in the future, to the world. And I do believe that we all naturally do this, but it's not okay to the extent of destruction. And that's what self-sabotage is. Hurt people. Now, no matter what you go through, life will continue. Y'all have heard that before. The cycle of life will continue. And if you do not choose to heal yourself from the hurt, all you're doing is affecting the people that you come across. New people, you will bleed your hurt onto them. Or the people that already know you, your family, your friends, the people that love you, it will affect them as well. Whether you're conscious of it or not, it will affect them, and you'll end up hurting them. We are created in our mother's womb, which is dark. It's completely dark, right? And when we are born, or when we are healed, we're then able to see the beauty that God intended us to experience. Or you get to the baby, when after being born and after coming out of the darkness, coming out of our mother's womb, we then are able to see, right? We can see light, we can see the beauty, we can see the world, we can see all of the things, all the beautiful things that are in life that God intended us to see. But the only way that a child is able to open their eyes is if they are developed enough. The only way that we are able to free ourselves again, and that we're able to experience the most beautiful things in life, once we are healed. Did I mention how good this orange was? Like, and I definitely just took all my lip gloss off. It's okay. I'm going to end this video reminding us all to look inwards during the hard times that we experience on our journeys. Do not look outwards for fulfillment. Do not look towards others for happiness. I believe that the greatest thing that you can do when you're going through some shit in life is to look inwards, to look at God, and to pour love back into yourself. Because we shouldn't be allowing pain, we shouldn't be allowing trauma to define who we are. And like, think about the big picture. Honestly, think big, bitch. Oh, literally, think big, because it's not just about your individual journey. It's about all of ours. Like, we forget that we're all connected. Like, we're meant to go with the flow of life. We're meant to go through all of these things. Like, God isn't hurting you or putting you through some bullshit because he doesn't love you. And I say he, but it's not, I don't think of God as this individual or this No, it's not a she, he. It's just spirit. It's energy. It is. That's just my perception. But that's kind of besides the point. I just had to, clarify for a second. God is not punishing you. God does not put you through hard times because you're not loved. It is for your best interest. It's the way of life. It is supposed to happen. And that's why I just say you shouldn't take life so freaking seriously. Like, have no preference on whether you're going through good times or going through bad times. Still show up and be a positive person. Still show up and love yourself. Give love to others. Put love into the universe. If that's the person that you want to be. We're not meant to suffer. We're not meant to stay in this loop of hurt, of trauma, of bullshit. Like, no. Heal yourself, find love, find peace, and continue on with life. It's not just about your individual journey. It's us as a collective, the human experience. You're meant to evolve. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to have this conversation. And I was excited for it. I think that it's really cute, and I know that I feel like I kind of started it off a bit, I don't know, dark. What's the word that I'm looking for? I don't know. I'm not gonna get stuck on it, but I didn't intend for this video to be like super serious or like super sad, like, but I just wanted it to be a real ass video. And I think that a lot of times, like, my platform portrays like this image of having my shit together and like all my shit, but that's only what I strive for. You know what I'm saying? That's not all that I am. I go through shit. I go through hurt, and there's days that I hurt, and there's days that I don't have those ideal day in the lives with me that I put on social media. So getting to the point, I feel like it was just something that was real, and not that I think of it as a negative video, but it wasn't a video that portrayed this is how I fuck, I'm like confusing myself. My point being, I just did not intend for this video to be serious. Peace. Everyone stay blessed. And y'all will see of me very soon.